Hello everybody, happy Mask Monday and welcome to my channel. This is Miss Jackie Russell and I've already got all my masks on. Today I'm doing several masks. I've put on the mask on my eye and I started it early because I put on so many and I don't want to take up all your time today. But I want to welcome you all to my channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll just have a little chat today. I've got a few questions that I'll answer on my question and answer. And today I'm using, like I said, several masks. I have the Guardian Angel mask, wings around my eyes. Got Face Story, Sunbathe, the Soothing mask. Trying to make sure it stays down on my face. And then I have a hand mask that I got from Wendy Jean of Unboxing with Wendy Jean. She had sent this to me in a Thanksgiving card. And thank you, Wendy Jean, and I'm using it tonight. I thought, I need to try that out. I've heard raves on this, that people just love this Karuna hand mask. And it's argan and macadamia oil. Sounds good. It says it's free of parabens and formaldehyde, which that's good because I'm allergic to formaldehyde. And then I have on my feet, which I'm not going to show you my feet, but I do have on the moisturizing foot mask that I just recently got out of the glossy box, I think it was. And it might have been single swag. It was out of one of those two. I don't remember. That's terrible, isn't it? Go through so many boxes we just forget. But there's 2 pair of socks in there. It's made with lavender oil. So I'm moisturizing my feet, which I do that already all the time, every day. But today I'm giving my feet a little extra moisturizing with this foot mask and my hands. And so far it's feeling good and I'm getting all relaxed here. I didn't know how the hand mask was going to be. So if you've ever wondered, you're literally got like gloves, and inside it's got the oils in there and the essential oils that they're using. And the same way with your feet, it's like a little sleeve, like a little sock that you put on, and that's what I did. Now with mine, I added I put a pair of socks, real socks, over the sock because I wanted my feet to be warmer. I'm the type of person that likes having that sock feet, especially if I've got something kind of wet on it, to keep everything warm. But yeah, I've got my little questions here and I thought we could go through some question and answer. I don't recall that I got any questions on my last video. Y'all might be running out of questions to ask me, I don't know. I have some here if I can get my phone to open up. Okay, the next question that we have on the Mask Monday questions to get to know me is, how old were you when you started working? Probably 16 or 17. I was part of the VOE program, which was vocational education program at our high school, and I got a job at this place called Talco Aluminum. It was like an office job. I think I was 16 because I did it for a couple of years. I really liked it, and I did accounting. I was very good with numbers. Matter of fact, I could tell y'all a little story. They were doing the depreciation for the manufacturing plant for the year, and my boss's name was Bobby, and he asked me to go do those numbers. And he called me into his office and he said, okay, how much is and he'd ring off some kind of piece of equipment by number. And I was just spouting off a number back to him, and then he'd go to the next one. I'd tell him the next number. And then he'd go to the next number and I'd tell him the next number. And then he finally looked up and he goes, where's your spreadsheet? And I go, I don't have a spreadsheet. He goes, well, where are you getting these numbers from? And I said, in my head, because I already know what they are. And oh my goodness, he blew up at me. He was like, what are you doing? He goes, do you know how important depreciation numbers are, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, and I know every one of them. And you tell me the number, the code of the machine you want, and I have the depreciation. amount for that machine. I said, it's in my head. I go, I got a numbers thing. I just memorize. I don't know if it's memorization or what, but I just told him, I know what it is. And he goes, that's crazy. He goes, no one can know all those numbers like that. And sure enough, he went and got my work, and maybe it was on a spreadsheet, and everything I had told him was correct. And he just couldn't believe it. I was just freaking out as to why he was getting so upset, because I did that so much growing up, not knowing that it was anything that nobody else couldn't do. So yeah, that was interesting. I mean, I thought it was interesting. I don't know if y'all did or not. What's the worst job you've ever had? The worst job I ever had for me was, I guess, when I was waitressing, and this was when I was working at the talco aluminum manufacturing plant. I took on a waitress job on the side to make more money so I could get my first car. This one lady she just treated people so terribly bad and made you feel so bad, and I don't know, she just thinks she had a problem, but she was trying to make it our problem. I didn't like working under those type of conditions, so I just walked out on them. Never came back, and I never went back to that type of work. Some of it was being demeaned by the customers and then your boss allowing it. And I think that's what it was. I didn't want to have people making me feel less than. I just walked out, and I didn't ever deal with that again. What originally got you interested in your current field of work? I had a dog named Opie, and I lost him. He died of some kind of brain problem. He was only 4 years old. And a few months after he passed, my husband found this little dog, all white, and Rhodey was all white with a little white on him. He was like a little lab, but he was a small lab. He's what they call a plot lab. He found this one little dog. It's a little Jack Russell. He wanted me to go take a look at it, and I did, and I fell in love with him. And we got him that day. His name's Rhodey, well, he's not here anymore, but his name was Rhodey. We named him Rhodey because he was going to be our road trip dog, and he was a Jack Russell, and I just loved him. That's how I got into the dog business, because I got another Jack Russell, and then I thought, hey, I'm going to get me another Jack Russell. So within about a 3 to 4 month period, I got 4 Jack Russells, 2 males and 2 females. Never planning to breed them. I just wanted the Jack Russells. I loved them. My husband said, well, why don't you, at least breed them once? And I was like, no, I don't want to breed. I don't want to have any puppies. Next thing I know, I thought, well, okay, I guess we'll do 1 litter. Well, they were such beautiful puppies, and so many people wanted them. I think we had 7 in the first litter. I think we gave away 5, but we sold 2. And then after we sold those 2 and the 5 that we gave away, people were calling us wanting to have one of our Jack Russells. So that's how I got started in the Jack Russell or the puppy business. That was the beginning. And then, of course, it's just grown since then. Now, the next question is, have you ever had a side hustle or considered having one? I guess I already answered that, because I did have a side hustle by doing that little waitress job on the side while I was working during the week at the manufacturing plant part-time, because I went to school still. So yeah, we've kind of already covered that. And that's the only hustle job, I guess, on the side that I ever had. And I never did it again. What's your favorite part of the work day? Probably for me, because I work a lot and I'm always busy, probably my most favorite part is at the end of the day when I put the puppies and the dogs all down to go to sleep for the night. It reminds me of when you're raising children. You're busy with them all day long. Even if they go to school and they come home, you still got a regiment, you got a schedule, you got everything you have to do. And then by the time they have their baths and you get everybody to bed, it's just like a big sigh of relief and you can relax. And that's the best part of my work day, but I don't know if that's considered the work day. Other than that, I would have to just say the best part is seeing people's faces light up when they get a new puppy. But I don't have that happen every single day. And the other thing that would be a lot of fun is just seeing the puppies and playing with them, and they're just so cute. Okay, this is going to be the last question that I'm going to ask. myself and to answer for you all. And it's, what's the best career decision you ever made? I think the best career decision that I ever made was opening up my own fitness club. And I did that in Herman, Missouri. It was my first real business, I guess, other than just doing like some Lady Love or Mary Kay or something like that. Having that fitness business was a dream of mine. I put it all together and had it open for a few years there before we moved to Texas. And I would have to say that's the best career decision I ever made, because it developed me into the marketing, into the businesswoman, into the entrepreneur person that I was deep down inside, but could never let it out. So by making that step and opening that fitness club, it was called The Body Image, the fitness place. And it was in Herman, Missouri. That's where we lived at that time. So I would have to say that was the best career move I ever made, because it led into other career avenues, you know, in marketing and advertising and other things that I've done before I got to the dog business, which all of that helped me even in my dog business. So that kind of like was a springboard to launching me and what I did and how I did things, and teaching me, I guess, too. I learned a lot. But those are my questions, and those are over. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask me, just put them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them next week. So it's time to take off these masks. So I'm going to take off the hand mask first, and then I'm going to take off this facial mask. Then we're going to take off the little wings. Everything feels so refreshing, I'll have to say. I'm going to rub this down a little bit. That's what they say to do. And man, my hands feel great, and I can see why Wendy and everybody loves them. And I'm going to take my feet mask off after we get off camera here. But real quick, I just want to remind y'all, I have a FABFITFUN mother-daughter mega bundle battle going on right now. If you haven't seen it, go to my channel, and I'll put a link down here at the bottom so you can click on it. For my daughter, Laura Wooten Unboxings, and myself, Miss Jackie Russell, go on there and check out our battle, rate us, use the code word, and enter our giveaway. And I also want to let you know and thank you for my 400 subscribers. I'm going to be having a giveaway here real soon. It's going to be posted in the next, I'd say in the next week or so. There's lots more coming. I've got lots of boxes on the way. I'm going to have another collab in the spring, but I'm not going to talk much about this. This will be in April. So we've just got lots of things coming out. We do have another All True planned, and that will be coming out hopefully maybe around the 1st of March. We'll see. But that's what we've got coming up. And I thank you all for joining me today, and I wish you all a happy Monday. The Happy Mask Monday ladies, I wish all of you a wonderful day, and everyone that's watching today. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye-bye.